Keir Starmer, who once positioned himself as the antidote to Tory sleaze, is now entangled in a damning series of scandals that question his own commitment to the rule of law and political transparency. With allegations of electoral fraud and a festering cash-for-access controversy involving multi-millionaire donor Lord Ali, Starmer's credibility is rapidly collapsing. Starmer's electoral law violation allegations stem from a breach as serious as it is blatant. The law is clear. Candidates must declare their current residence on nomination forms. Yet Starmer, while staying in Lord Ali's £18 million penthouse in Covent Garden, submitted his address as Kentish Town on official election paperwork. This not only breaks the legal requirement but also echoes past political scandals, like UKIP's Paul Nuttall, who faced a formal police investigation for similar infractions. In what appears to be a desperate attempt to shield himself, Starmer claimed he moved into Lord Ali's property for his son's GCSE preparation, suggesting it was a purely personal decision. But critics, including political commentators and even members of the Reform UK party, have raised the pertinent question: did Starmer use the penthouse for campaign purposes? If so, this makes the violation not just a technical slip-up, but a deliberate act of deceit aimed at circumventing electoral rules. This allegation of electoral law violation cuts to the core of Starmer's credibility. How can a Prime Minister, who built his reputation as a forensic lawyer and stickler for legal precision, expect the public to trust his integrity when he's caught in what could be a deliberate act of fraud? Starmer's troubles don't end with electoral law breaches. His cozy relationship with Lord Ali reeks of elitism and hypocrisy. As Starmer berated the Conservative government over scandals like Partygate and the mishandling of donations, his own ties with a powerful donor now expose his double standards. Lord Ali, a long-time Labour donor, appears to have wielded extraordinary influence over Starmer's rise to power. Reports reveal Ali's role in advising on critical government appointments and shaping Labour's first 100 days in office. The revelation that a wealthy donor was actively involved in these decisions is an indictment of Starmer's claim to uphold clean politics. Not only did Lord Ali bankroll Labour politicians, but he also lavished Starmer with personal gifts, including £32,000 worth of clothing and use of the opulent Covent Garden penthouse during the election campaign. In an age where public trust in politicians is at an all-time low, Starmer's failure to distance himself from this scandal taints his entire premiership. The public is left wondering, what does Lord Ali expect in return for such favours? The polls reflect the growing public disillusionment. According to a recent survey, 59% of voters believe the Labour government is sleazy, with Starmer being perceived as even worse than his Tory predecessor, Rishi Sunak. Starmer's attempts to reset his government by ousting Sue Gray, a key advisor, look like superficial damage control in light of the deeper systemic problems plaguing his leadership. As public outrage builds, there are increasing calls for a full investigation into whether Lord Ali's gifts influenced Starmer's decisions in office. Tory MPs have demanded that the independent advisor on ministers' interests launch an inquiry into the scandal, warning that this stench of cronyism and hypocrisy cannot be ignored. Keir Starmer entered office on a platform of integrity, transparency, and legal precision. Now, mired in these scandals, he risks becoming the very symbol of political hypocrisy he once sought to destroy. His leadership, and indeed his political future, hang in the balance. For ongoing coverage of this unfolding crisis, stay tuned to Politic Bite.